Now, live on KBTX, the Brazos Valley's news leader. This is News 3 at 10.
One arrest has been made after an officer-involved shooting in Bryan early this morning. 31-year-old Rafael Antoine Jin is now facing several charges tonight. But Bryan police are not saying if he's the one who shot their officer. It all started around 1 this morning when police say 4 men robbed the Stripes convenience store on South College. About an hour later, an officer working in the area was shot in the chest near Duncan Street and South College Avenue. The officer was wearing a protective vest and will be okay. Now, police say they later found Jin not far from the scene of the robbery.
And we had several police officers canvass the area to try to find the suspect. They were alerted to the area by some dogs that were barking, located Mr. Jin hiding in a parked vehicle nearby.
Police say they asked Jin to put his hands on the roof of the car, but he tried to run. They chased after him and say Jin tried to reach for one of the officer's rifles several times. He was eventually arrested. The name of the officer shot has not been released. Police say he is home recovering with his family. Turning to weather now, it started pretty chilly this morning and very, very windy, but it warmed up quite a bit.
It did, and you know what, Carla? We can get even warmer. Think back to last year. Do you remember how Christmas kind of played out? A little warm?
I don't remember, honestly, but did it do the same thing?
It did, but don't worry, because we're going to remind you on this Christmas probably. Let me show you your top 5 warmest Christmases ever on record here in Bryan College Station. Taking the cake, 1955 when we topped off in the mid-80s, but look down the bottom of that list, the 5th warmest ever on record 1 year ago, 78 degrees, and we're going to make a run to try to potentially tie that come Sunday with another breeze. And each and every day, Friday, Christmas Eve, Saturday, and Christmas Day, Sunday, we may see a little bit of light rain, but no worries. This should not rain out your Christmas plans. Take a look out to the west. You've got rain. There's an upper level low kind of moves its way. Some wintry precipitation today in Panhandle. No wintry weather for us, obviously, but that little system there is going to aid in our warm up and bring a chance for rain back tomorrow. There's another one off the Pacific Northwest that keeps that unsettled weather with us through the rest of 2016. In the morning, fog, drizzle, some mist, all will be possible if you're up and early. Temperatures will be in the mid-50s, and that is the coolest we'll be in quite some time. We'll talk about this warming trend here in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, Shell. A big undercover drug operation in Madison County has landed more than a dozen people in jail. These are the mugshots of some of those suspects taken into custody. The Madison County Sheriff's Office says the arrests came after months of undercover work. Authorities rounded up 13 people who were using illegal drugs in the county. Those arrested were found in possession of several drugs, including methamphetamines, marijuana, and numerous prescription drugs. The undercover operation was conducted with the help of the Madisonville Police Department, the Texas Department of Public Safety, and the Madison County District Attorney's Office. Each person arrested has been booked into the Madison County Jail on delivery of a controlled substance charge, which is a felony. The Fort Worth Police Department is investigating one of its officers after an arrest he made was caught on tape. The officer is seen wrestling 2 women to the ground in what reportedly began as a call for help. Chris Martinez reports.
This man grabbed him and choked him.
The unidentified Fort Worth police officer appears to listen while Jacqueline Craig explains how a neighbor physically confronted her 7-year-old son, claiming he littered.
Why don't you teach your son not to litter?
From there, things escalated.
It doesn't give him the right to put his hands on it.
Why not?
Craig's young daughter gets in between her mother and the officer, and the officer takes the woman to the ground. Craig and her 2 daughters were arrested.
I was hurt about the whole matter. I don't feel like justice was served.
Fort Worth Police says it launched an immediate internal affairs investigation. We acknowledge that the initial appearance of the video may raise serious questions. We ask that our investigators are given the time and opportunity to thoroughly examine this incident. Craig's attorney says the officer should be held accountable.
I want to see the arrest of that officer, and I want to see him charged with crimes. I want to see the arrest of the original culprit. The person who struck the child. I want to see all charges against my clients dropped.
The officer has been placed on restricted duty while police investigate. Chris Martinez, CBS News.
Investigators are also reviewing a body camera worn during the incident. 12 people are still missing after the deadly explosions at a fireworks market in Mexico. At least 33 people were killed in those blasts just outside Mexico City. Police now say there were 6 separate blasts. Witnesses reportedly said those explosions went on for more than 10 minutes. In Houston, Shriners Children's Hospital is doing what they can to help the victims.
We have a team in Mexico that is assessing the condition of many different patients, and we hope that we can be helpful in our offering to the state of Mexico and the people of Mexico any assistance we can, either there or here, after that terrible disaster.
This is the third incident at that market in 11 years. The city's mayor says this accident was a double tragedy. They're not only dealing with the loss of life, but the decimation of an industry that many residents depend on for money during the peak season.